Classic Cube, Volume 3, Every African the God by Ché Moses Niccoló. The forward. With every fiber inside of your black body, you are a black African God. Their DNA comes from royalty, back in one of the many beautiful African countries inside the motherland. Every African to God reminds us masterminds to remember our place in life. We're to always play the middle, protection on all sides, as we're eyes on the finish line for this journey. This divine path we take to arrive at greatness to be taught to all future generations to arrive. Every African to God, Chapter 1, Scriptures of my blood. Verse 1, I breathe a dragon's willpower due to my spirit of the utmost respect for myself, the gods, and my family. Life experiences is the reason for me noticing death around the corner to survive my environment. Being fit for survival is godly because the God isn't supposed to be touched. Black people are divine because the science and the math said so. The first people on earth over 76 trillion years ago. If a black queen loves or worships you, I promise you, your visions will introduce generational wealth because true queens will inspire all to rise. Respecting the woman is godly. Our grandmothers, our mothers, our daughters, nieces, aunts, sisters, and our wives, a bylaw for the gods. Black seeds populate the world. Through godly literature and godly teachings, black seeds shall grow. Through the black queens, the knowledge and kings, or even the men who they thought were kings, but ended up being clowns trying to wear the crown. Love can bring your life peace.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And be very beneficial. But love can also give you chaos, sadness, drama, and poor self-investment. With every breath I take, you should take a step with me. Let's get to the crossroads later. For now, we got a lot of living to do for the future generations. I used to hustle on the corner for hours and make about $1,600. Now I have the corner office for a lifetime and soon to be making more than $600,000 annually. With mental peace, you have the inner beauty that reflects life, and the mental peace gives you godly visions. When a prophet speaks, he or she offends and defends all in one. His or her words are delivered from a God, and the heart of a God is like a diamond the size of Africa. Haters and naysayers should motivate you to do even better in life, because although intellectuals inspire, we also incite negative emotions residing in the weakest of minds. Marriage should be a unification and not an institution. Institutions don't allow enough of creativity to be lived. Too conservative, and that becomes boring fast. We must learn to live. A unification is a united front, as strong as the United Kingdom, United Nations, and the United States all in one. Play the game. Any career worth having will take sacrifices to be made in order for you to get your body to the door, at which time you can utilize your mouthpiece, cut out the middleman, and fly over paradise. A God's eye view is pure gold. Stretch your imagination to think billions. Why think anything less? The sky isn't the limit. It's only the beginning. I hold music next to my heart, and I keep the drama at it. Like on another planet, this is soul chemistry. Sleep is forbidden, as I heard, so I spend my time in prison writing realistic fiction, music, movies, and this nonfiction. I was born to be trapped in the ghetto. This is the life they arranged for us to have in our communities, keeping us kings and queens confined to the inner cities. If a Glock pistol can warm my heart, why does my body go cold after Officer Black confronts me? Is it true? He's less black and more blue? Was he not born in the ghetto? Love is necessary because love releases a godly energy, an energy that gives those closest heaven on earth. A snitch told a lie, and I ended up with a 23-year sentence. But instead of my demise, I mastered my mind, building an empire like a religion. And so today, Ché Moses Niccoló is the birth of the gods. Every African of God is giving you the passion that the black seeds are born to grow, from the passion due to divine birth. Sweet touches for my queen, although pulling her hair isn't ever for domestic violence. Pulling her hair is for quiet guidance, to candlelight love making over dinner. If you choose love, even unconditional love over loyalty, you either already failed and or you're headed into failure. They say everyone has a price. This can only be true if wrestlers stop wearing tight shorts and spandex. Freedom is like an inner peace that your brain needs to taste in this lifetime to have peace within. The ultimate sacrifice is for freedom, or else you're dead already, mentally that is. Keep your mind sane by not engaging in surface level conversations. Like, do not discuss science when you're on math and social studies, chemistry and whatnot. When you master your mind, your thoughts are fermented as in wine, and the taste is exotic, but the mind is full of sweet wisdom. Anticipation is key to competition. One must play chess in this economy world of view to keep your rivals behind. Wisdom is powerful and dangerous, sort of like a fully developed brain. A brain that kept sane by writing major literature is primarily for the world. Metaphor is genius, but metaphor with substance is godly and can inspire many generations to come. Anyone can. It comes and it goes. I mastered my mind, and that was the birth of a God. The birth of a God means a man or woman seeing the lights in heaven and organizing their minds to conquer any and every obstacle presented in their lives. If you hesitate to chase your dreams, you won't have any. Dreams don't come true unless you come true for your dreams. When you love yourself, you love life. And when you love life, you can have the world. All you need to do is believe. Having two hearts and two minds are divine. My second heart and mind belongs to my soulmate for a lifetime. Gorillas make the world go around through their actions, through legitimate business founded, that's strong as the Nile River. Corruption is for the immortals lost to their own translations. It's nothing except for empty cells where their thoughts should be. Life lessons are my brothers for the world. So whenever I'm attacked, I'm able to philosophize my defense righteously through my godly literature. Fashion can determine your next $1 million. Stays in solidarity with the future generations. Perhaps the gods wanted many of the greats to experience the deepest parts of struggle. How else do you explain Nelson Mandela, 20 plus years? Geronimo Platt, 20 plus years. Azada Shakur's dilemma. And Ché Moses Niccoló, 23-year sentence for a 3-year crime. Living isn't the same as surviving, and most people like the blacks in the inner cities are just surviving. Not too many living throughout the ghettos of America. Living is having finances, generational wealth. Surviving is not understanding where your next meal is coming from. So focus, have discipline and consistency, and you shall achieve. A black diamond in the rough was born, but I needed more direction to self-mastering, to polish me and just shine. I speak with convicted natural-born killers every day and try to get them to see the true light, share an attitude, the religion of peace, and godly teachings for the youth. If you have nothing for dying for, why are you still living? We must exist in this one life to live with a purpose. Without a purpose, we're worthless. If fish give birth to fish, and monkeys birth monkeys, then only gods can birth gods. And if we all come from God or other gods, then we are born gods, right? Slices of the corporate pie is a landmine. Eat up too much wealth and watch your career suffer, because it means through your greed you have been infiltrated. When I speak of family, I speak only of network, because of this family network I have built behind these prison walls. The family I was born into left me for dead. I was counted out. I cried when my father died. Never had him as his dad. But there was still so much that I wanted to ask him. Like why at Cellmates 2003 he exposed me to my DNA. Motivation takes stamina and strength. You must train for stamina and strength because you want to advance in life. Dedication we attain from our DNA. Either you will have it or you won't have it. Focus, have some discipline, design, create, and check your dedication to life. Penitentiary chances were taken back in 2007 without my consent, but I still prevailed. 200 manuscripts written in 16 years. Many opportunities I blew until this mobile opportunity presented itself and found me on my grind, a grind that has built this Guerilla Tribe empire. We must find our purpose in life. Your purpose gives you direction, and we must be able to see where we are going, or risk dying poor as we were born, without any consequence. I have achieved throughout these jail bars, concrete walls, and tears, but my heart and soul says, can't stop, won't stop. Many shall corrupt the wicked and the weak, so we must observe our closest associates 25/8. Trust is only for family, and that trust is earned like wealth. I left the inner city mentality and reinvented my intellect, dripping wet, but only what's in my head. My God King literature written for my people's future. Homicides opened my eyes to be wise in my life, had me thinking about death around 9 years old. I used to think of money and it was $10,000. I used to think of money and it was $50,000. Around 21 years old, I was thinking 100,000 in a Mercedes-Benz. By 25, it was 1 million. And by 33 years old, the same age Jesus died, it was 1 billion, or perhaps the wealthiest on this planet. Thinking money needs to be your thoughts based on generational wealth, that 100 million or better legacy. Your fate will be determined by your life choices, your decisions based on life choices. So remember, no regrets. True love between king and queen is deeper than love. It's actually worship. Growing up in my family, there was some love. The pain, the trauma, the sadness, the drama, the conflict, guns, and drugs soaking my young eyes, my brain, or pure struggle.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Whenever life gives you lemons, you bag them up and sell them for wholesale. That's the ultimate hustle, not a lemonade stand. If your money could talk, it would probably tell you to keep on accumulating. That money comes and goes, but not wealth. At times, it's so hard, I inhale in my thoughts in order to digest.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Like Kush to relax my anxiety. A lonely woman awaits her king, so this patient woman can give this king his flowers every day on her communication points to embrace their possible future. Whenever a king finds her man, her true king, that's a love created in heaven, and her intuition will confirm her find. The gods will address their path to great loyalty. A woman birthing a child, you can't convince me it's a miracle of the gods. During trying times, my mind tends to corrupt in minute increments. This corruption could never overpower my mental, though, but the strong even struggles. I keep my mind ready for the universe speaking at once, so I can hear the vital information I need. I keep my body like the gods back in the true Egyptian days, so I can survive better than the mortals.